You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on, and welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and right now there's over 31,000 of you guys in our chat room, on the phone lines, Google Hangouts, Skype, the browser, all the plugins that I use to run these live episodes. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. We have a very special guest, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And I just want to say, guys, when you're tempted to give in to anger or resentment, self-pity, envy, and other feelings of negativity, remember this: life is a privilege, not a punishment. Think of how a tiny insect acts to save its own life when injured or threatened. Consider the compelling wisdom in that instinct for self-preservation. Life is precious to the living, no matter how insignificant it is, a privilege worth preserving and nurturing. Life is a privilege, guys, not a punishment. Think about that. Look at your attitude, consider your actions from the perspective that life is indeed a privilege. Why would you ever want to complain about anything? Trust me, I have a million complaints, but what's the use, right? You're not a victim. You're a miracle. You have precious life, and it is magnificent. Keep that in mind and live it accordingly. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens, or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial: 701-801-9813. text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
All right, guys, today's interview is the Chevy Quis interview, and again, I'm your host, dini-mussolini. Our interviews go beyond the music and into the minds of the artists or bands that created, from researching our guests, mining for details, and listening to everything that we can. Our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through provoking questions that have real substance. So with that, let's go ahead and welcome our guest to the show, Chevy Quis. You're now live and mixed with all of us. How is it going?
Man, it's good, man. I appreciate you for having me on, man. I go by the name Chevy Quis, man.
Say that one more time.
So I go by the name Chevy Quis. Appreciate y'all for having me out today, man.
Oh, no doubt. Sorry about the mispronunciation of your name. Yeah, man. So a sincere warm welcome to our podcast, man. First question right off the bat. Why did music choose you?
Oh, man. Why did music choose me, man? I think it's always been in my blood. You know, my pops, my mom, they both was singing in the church, and you know, my grandma sings. You know, it's always been something we do. My uncle, you know, my cousins, he's always, you know, had rhythm. It's just something that's in us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In the genes. So you know, music is part of me.
Yeah.
You know, my coping mechanism. You know. It's something that can, that can change a mood, and you know, as soon as you hear a beat, you know, you could get in a different mood. It's just, you know, the music is power, man.
Most definitely, gotta agree. And you know, the music industry is always changing with new methods, new formulas. So we've noticed like the trend of single strategies, artists releasing like half of their albums in EP form, or just their album as singles, you know, one by one. Of course, there's advantages to this. But we want to know, man, do you follow this particular strategy?
I mean, not particularly, man. There's not a particular strategy I follow. When I arrived in Los Angeles, I was always making music. I was always releasing songs. I was always dropping, you know, tracks. I think I had dropped my first official album, Epitome, August 1st, 2018. You know, but as far as like, you know, my formula right now, you know, there's no particular strategy I followed. When I arrived in LA, I was picked up by Hollywood mogul Ivory Moore. She's the CEO of Ivory Productions here in Hollywood. And Miss Ivory, being attached to both like Ivory Productions and Capitol Records, she saw many qualities, you know, real strong qualities that I had, you know, brought to the table, and you know, saw an opportunity to offer me a short 90-day artist development deal, and help build powerful product in my single Shotgun, which we released on July 17th. Mm-hmm. You know, we actually did a release party at the top of her rooftop. Nice. At Ivory Productions. And really, like, the formula in which she's developed for me is specifically catered and developed for my particular needs as an artist. You know, kind of push progressive movement within my music career. So that's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
That's kind of what my strategy is and where I'm at with it right now.
Yeah. So all your attention right now is going on this single, or is there a project in the works?
You know, I'm actually in the process of starting a new single. I'm still in artist development. You know, I've been in artist development since March of this year. You know, so it was supposed to only be a 90-day contract. You know, but you know, she actually ended up re-signing me. You know, she saw my work ethic and me and her, our bond when we're working is just like it's real dope. You know, we understand each other. We got a real solid system we got, and so she's backing me. She's helping me get further.
Most
so I
definitely.
moved to a stage from artist development to where she feels is a stage 2 artist.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hear too much about artist development today. It's like, some labels, even the indie ones, prefer that an artist is already groomed or know a little bit about the business. But I think that's incredible, man, that you actually going through that program and, developing your media skills, your music skills, and your personal skills as well. Very dope.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessing, man. It came out of nowhere, Just came out of Cali on a limb, me and my guys, we came out here, 27-hour drive, man, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'd already been doing shows, concerts and stuff. So we did a couple of concerts out here, like the Dabathon Cup, the Re-Up Festival, Kush Stock, stuff like that we had got into, and, just been trying to build a buzz out here in Cali.
Yeah, why did you guys set your sights on Cali, though? Was it something about the city or the state? Yeah.
Specifically, it's the West Coast, man, is where it's at, man. You got the beautiful weather, man, all year round pretty much. And, it's always something going on. Everybody wants to come out west. Even LeBron came out west. It's just like,
yeah, good.
It's one of those things, man. And of course, it's just like we already had preordained connects, and, the festivals that was going on, we wanted to be involved with. We had a couple of artists that we watched, do a couple of festivals, and we figured, if they could do it, us as artists, we could go ahead and do that as well. There's no reason why we can't do it,
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, man, the tickets are not cheap here to Cali, so if you do a trip to Cali like 2 or 3 times in 1 month, man, you could probably afford to live here if you're paying rent where you're staying at too, and able to do two tickets to Cali. That's in 1 month,
valid
man.
Point.
That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's a valid point there. So, man, what does success look like for you? How do you define success these days?
Success currently to me is building a team that's 100% dedicated to my movement. Being able to be the creator in my world. This movement is still in the making. Being re-signed to my stage 2 development deal with Through Ivory Productions. I'm currently in the process of collaborating on a new single. It's just like that is success to me in its own right, because it's only supposed to be 90 days, and so like I'm actually seeing this stuff unfold in front of me. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, and before I came to Cali, I told everybody, my mom, my dad, I said, look, I got a really crazy, anxious feeling about this. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I do music and I feel like my music is good, but I didn't know what's gonna happen with it. I just came out here, and so it just been, bro. This the little strides that I made. Of the success. We're constantly building a team. We're looking for management. We're doing like, we're looking for talent scouts, booking agencies, investors. We're on the verge of like, we got some pretty interested people, from Sony and Song Traders. So like, this is success to me. This is the most success I've ever had in my music career, as coming from an independent artist who was just known locally for doing shows and stuff like that, to now having this type of opportunity.
Yeah. All right. So does it come naturally for you to want to express your most, your innermost feelings in your music? Now me, I'm the type that's kind of, recluse, not the social type. It's like, yo, you're in media. Right. But outside of the radio, man, I'm real personable. I don't mingle well with crowds.
Man,
in your music.
No, I have to say for me, man, it's kind of one of those things where I have to, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm feeling at the time, I gotta get it out. I gotta, put it on wax, put it on paper. Sometimes I don't write. Sometimes it's just a really strong urge, I get from maybe listening to a beat. I'm not real outlandish. Like, I don't like to just to just bombard people with my music and stuff like that. I kind of like to probe, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? You know, what do you do? You know, see how I could kind of, you know, find out what they're about before just kind of bombarding them with music. But in today's age and society where you got internet and you got the ability to record everything you do, you know, you can kind of get people to attract to you without even having to be in their face, really, you know what I'm saying? Like virtually versus being out in their face, you know, and trying to push something out like that. You know, it's just, I'm not shy at all by any means. Like I think I can have a conversation with pretty much anybody who's willing, but you know, I try to present my music in a very well mannered way, so I don't get them shy, you know, so they don't shy away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So, how much have you learned in the process of gaining exposure?
Man, I learned that consistency is everything. Constantly. Man, like being a part of Ivory Productions has got me tons of exposure that I've gained working with Miss Ivory. You know, my advice is to seek out, you know, real deal and real people in the industry or who are influencers to assist you, you know, with this, you know, so because everybody can do it on their own in a sense because, yeah, the information is readily out there, but that information is the information that people want you to know. You know, there's stuff that these people who've been seasoned for 20 years, you know, 20 plus years, you know, have been able to do. And, you know, Miss Ivory, she's not only part of Capitol Records, you know, but she's the CEO of her own company and a successful company at that. You know, so it's just like, for me, you got to build a team, you got to have a team, and you got to be marketable, and you got to be able to, you know, impose your will in a way that works.
Most definitely. So we have like a bunch of, I don't want to call them newbies, but people who are, you know, starting their careers off. What are some pointers that you can give them about gaining exposure that they need to know?
Man, like, appease to the better nature of people. You know what I'm saying? Be personable. People want to see stuff that they can relate to. Not only do they want to see stuff that they can relate to, they want to make sure you're real. They want to see you. So, like, going on live and showing a little, you know, of your goofy side may work in your favor. Showing us a little bit of your vulnerable side may work in your favor. Just, you know, be a real person. You know, and naturally, you know, the saying, there's nothing new under the sun. Somebody's going to be able to relate to you. You know, you got to understand going into the game, though, that you can't please everyone. You know, focus on your target audience, you know, and you know, feed them, you know, because they're going to be the fans that stick to you, your diehard fans. You know, you just got to find that target audience. Instagram's good for that. Facebook's good for that. They got insight, all types of stuff you can kind of pay attention to. Right. And then based on what audience group or, you know, people that are attracted to your content that you're putting out, you can, you know, kind of capitalize off that.
Yes, sir, most definitely. So how do you go about finding the balance between lighter subjects and, you know, versus darker subjects that you rap about? You know, not too serious, not too humorous, but still getting your point across.
So, it's so hard to get out this mode, man. I've been in this artist production, you know, artist development program for the last, you know, 5 months, you know. So it's to me, you know, being signed and going through artist development and having different ears around you and professional ears at that, and then, like, you know, giving it to the people who listen to the music the most, the youth, you know, that could help. I myself do not step in and put 100. I mean, like, I feel like with me being in Ivory Productions, it gives me the appropriate balance and direction. Although if I don't myself put the work in and put 100% effort, you know, nothing provided will work, because they're just, you know, just basically showing me the ropes, and they're like, hey, do this. They give you directives and, you know, deadlines, and you got to meet these, you know, deadlines, you know, so you got to you got to be lyrical. You got to be personable. You got to sometimes dumb it down. Sometimes it's just about being able to mold, to what's popular, but also staying true to yourself. I feel like people like Jay-Z, as controversial as Kanye is, have been able to do that for years and years. Drake, people like that. But Ivory Productions pretty much helped me gain a professional insight with that realm, and continue to help me build and identify what's important and what's not important, so my fans get the best of me initially. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely, man. And I could see that. You have quite a few industry professionals around you that kind of know the wave or the way that the industry is molded right now. But even given that that's a fact, what's important to you lyrically speaking?
Man, just making sure that I get my message across, in a musically respectable manner. Like, I feel like if I'm doing it, if I'm gonna do a club song, then I feel like I want to feel like when you hop in the club and hear my shit, that you don't give no fuck who there, or you don't care who's there. You just gonna turn up. If I'm making a street song, then it's gonna make you get in that mode, that gritty mode, that grimy mode. If I'm making a happy song, I want you to feel it. It's just like, me, it's the personal connection to my music that I want people to feel, the fun in my music that I want people to feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun, it's a range of emotions, and I feel like that's really important, is getting people to really be able to personalize with their music.
Most definitely. And before we cut to some music, man, tell us about the inspiration behind Shotgun.
Oh, man, Shotgun. Ultimately, Shotgun was just about me, having this ride or die chick. Every dude, I don't care how old you was, how gritty you be, how gangster you is, you have an idea of how you want your chick to be. Mm-hmm. And to a point, you're vulnerable to that chick. But you definitely want that chick to be down for you 110%. I come from two sets of parents, you know what I'm saying? So, black love, 25 and 28 years, my mom and my 25 years for my mom and my stepdad, and for my dad and my stepmom has been about 28 years. So, that's, for me, that's major. Mm-hmm. For black love, black families, like, no matter what it was, and nobody's perfect, but they still together, you feel me? And so Shotgun, the lyrics say she's down the ride, riding shotgun by my side, we're speeding by, just stargazing baby girl and I, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it creates that serene scene of you and your girl riding around, no matter what you may be doing. You could be going to the grocery store, you could be going out of town, whatever. But anytime there's a situation, like, come on, we got bills, we got rent, we got whatever it is. We grew up having to, sometimes having to boil the water just to get in the tub at the end of the day.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Now my people got their own crib, their own house, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about that, So it's throughout from when we was kids, not having much, till us being grown, getting out the crib, seeing our parents, get their own crib, stay together. That for me is my inspiration behind Shotgun. And also, just having that overall idea that, it's a Bonnie and Clyde situation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get through whatever, whenever, and that's what it is. And that's one of them things, like you was asking me earlier, if I'm scared about going into my vulnerable side. No, I'm not really scared about that. Again, like, my big idea is to get people to personalize with my music.
Right.
I
think that's super important. Most definitely. All right, guys. After the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the Hot Seat. And our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview. But the audience, we get a chance to hear some vocals, maybe some poetry, maybe some inspirational speech, freestyle raps, joke stories from our special guest, Mr. Chevy Quis. You never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And tonight we'll find out if he has what it takes to be put on the spot a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have Shotgun, and we'll be right back.
Ivory Productions.
She down the ride, riding shotgun by my side. We're speeding by, stargazing, baby girl tonight. Let this shit be straight, so I can't complain. Hit the road, hit the plane, just be my main. We don't fight, just your change, get this store bang. For me good, I make her sing, oh I make her sing, yeah. Get away, don't pre-roll, we got those we straight. Ignore the world, don't hit our phone, yo, we out of state. Back to the door right in the morning, I'm making cake. La mama, she bout it to me, that's so easy, ain't never gon' trip for no reason. I'll put it in diamonds, she blind you from angles, you know my little baby stay clean, man. We count up and count it, then go and deposit the money and stacking all season. These bitches gon' envy and niggas gon' hate everything that we do for no reason. You know how I'm working, so baby, you ain't gotta work. Vacate by the sand, that's where you put in your work. Tryna give you this dick, your body been testing my patience. How you fitted it all up in them jeans, you need a standing ovation. I know you riding, this passenger seat for you, girl, hop inside it. Yeah, hop in the whip, girl, we gotta slide. It's just me and my dip, yeah, she right by my side. She down the ride, riding shotgun by my side. Come first in the money of biz. Lately I feel like the whiz, making the money appear. Shifted the gears, work my way up to a lid. You can't make no money, you scared. Shawty be here with me when I'm in the field, spotting to make sure we clear. Whenever I need her, she make sure her presence is felt. She make sure she always be near. So that's why I fuck with her. Shawty stay down, she fuck with me heavy. She with me right now. You get you a rider, you keep her around. You get you a rider, you hold that girl down, yeah. She down to ride with me, yeah. Pull the trigger, she a homicide with me, yeah. She down to ride with me, yeah. Hop in the foreign the skirt, blowing on cookies and sherbet. Me and baby get the purse, niggas hating, that's the worst. My shawty go crazy berserk, disrespecting, we put you in dirt. Give her credit, she putting in work. That's my rider, she know what she worth. She down to ride, riding shotgun by my side.
All right, and we are back again. That was Chevy Quis with this song, Shotgun. What a dope record. And guys, just in case you need it, to add that to your personal playlist like I will, the links are in the description of this episode, so all you have to do is click the links. So, without self-discipline, you'll run up against things you just cannot accomplish. You may be able to get by for a while on charm, intelligence, and a raw desire, yet sooner or later there will be something which simply cannot be done without discipline. We tend to think of discipline sometimes in negative terms, at times using the word interchangeably with punishment, as in the student was disciplined for like spray painting graffiti on school property or something like that. However, the only time discipline is negative is when it must be imposed on us by someone else. Self-discipline, in contrast, is entirely positive and empowering. So you are left with a choice. You can neglect to exercise self-discipline and subject yourself to the discipline of others, which can often be harsh and painful. Take it from me, I was a bad kid in school, so I know all about that. Or, you can discipline yourself and reap the many rewards. Work hard, stay at it, you'll get there eventually. Take that from me, dini-mussolini, that is my word, and word is bond. For right now, let's bring back the man of the moment. What's up, man? You're back live with us and in our hot seat. What are you going to perform for us?
Man, I got a little freestyle, man. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off for y'all, man.
Dope.
All right, man. So whenever y'all ready, man, I'm about to let make it happen.
Yes, sir. Let it rip when you're ready.
Real quick. All right, man. Here it go. Life is unpredictable. Every day is stuck with me. Niggas cool with me. Next day they don't fuck with me. Famous to the grave. Swear to God to the death of me. And shout out to my haters. Boy, y'all bringing out the best of me. People spending money at the shows, they invest in me, exceeding my potential, because I'm tired of them testing me. It's time to draw the line, pick or choose, love or hate. So if you borderline, don't even participate. Strange how these people act. I never seen this. It's funny, but I think the real niggas live on Venus, trying to reach the other side where all the green is. A man, so you can take these words with a penis. Youngin' came to kill the game. Lyrical genius. I'm serving my fans like subpoenas. Jealous niggas plotting because they know my team the meanest. Soon to be center stage selling out arenas. Maybe that's the difference from a realist and a dreamer. Looking for that life. Someone tell me, have you seen her? Memories of chilling with my bros, blowing reefer. Locked up in the jail because I'm loyal to the T, bruh. Reppin' TC all day like the fitted cap. This is my zone. And true, you can feel a cap. I ain't got time for these dudes that be full of crap. I'd rather make cuts. Go back on the 20 sack. Famous.
Dope. Man, you got some fire for him. So, man, I want to invite you to say anything at all in this final moment. Maybe you wanted to talk about something that I didn't bring up.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna just tell y'all, man. Like, right now, like I said, I came out of here on a limb. I just had a few friends, a little bit of money in my pocket and faith, and just knew that I kept at it. I knew that if I kept at it, something was gonna pop. If I kept reaching out, something was gonna pop. Don't stop. Just keep doing you. Stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you no. You know what I'm saying? Just keep chugging along. Somebody gonna say yes. Somebody's gonna open that door. When they do, man, all them blessings gonna pour in. You feel me? I got a team. My team is Famous Gang Entertainment. That's FGEs, what we think. What the actual acronyms of the team is. It's an independent kind of like record label thing. We knew each other since we was younger cats, and now we all out here making music, all of us, and they done we've done collectively so many different things, as a group, like I said, the Dabathon, the Rio Festival, but individually as well, they got the same drive. Rico Shaw, RICO, has music with Rich the Kid. Meech, my brother, he was receiving development by Backstage Dave back here. He's actually a really close friend of Snoop Dogg. So it's just like, you never know what you're going to do until you do it. Don't stop.
Most definitely. Well, man, I wish you the best. Thank you so much for taking out your time, man, to sit down and chat with me. It's really cool digging out the details of your process, your growth, and thank you so much for discussing everything. It's my personal hope, man, that genuine people like yourself never lose that ability to connect and communicate as they continue through their journey. But, I feel like we don't really have to worry about that with you, man. You're going to be great. You're going to shine bright. So I just pray that God continue to bless you in your journey and the Famous Gang as well.
I receive that, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Most
Thanks
definitely.
for having me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that the law of attraction is powerful, but the law of intention is even greater. You need to check that out.
All right, bet. I'm definitely writing it down as we speak, brother. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, my brother. Be blessed. Have a great night.
All right. 100.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website, and that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.